name is Colin Tukoli, and I'm gonna be displaying my week 3 project for the CRUD API, the CSE341 web services. Alright, so here is my web services. Yeah, I'm getting this prompt because I'm already working on week 4 assignments but not complete, so there are some packages I need to take off and some that I need to install to get this out, so I wouldn't worry much about this in this video. Okay, I'm gonna click this and we can see the landing page for the program as soon as it loads. Before it loads, here is my database, project 2. I have 2 collections in this database. One is the users collection and the other is the tax collection. The tax collection is for week 4, while the users collection is mainly for week 3. So I'm going to be displaying the users collection only for this part of the assignment. So I have 6 data or users in this collection, and yeah, so this is the landing page for it. Before I go into the Swagger documentation for this program, I'm going to be showing a few things. This is my git ignore from my GitHub repository, and I have my .env and node modus. .env file is included for security protocols as requested in this assignment, so as not to have my MongoDB username and password displayed in GitHub for public use. I'm going to be showing the error handling that I did for this project. So I made some error handling to give responses to users when they send certain requests. So when a request is successful, it gives the status code of 200, and when it is not, it gives a status code of 500. Alright, so we're going to be testing that all in the Swagger documentation that I will be showing later on. Yeah, like I said, we don't need to worry about the tax. All of these tasks are for the week 4 assignments that I'm going to be doing later on. Yep. So I'm just quickly going to go over the Swagger documentation real quick. Yeah, first I would want to show this to be sure that it displays correctly. Yeah, perfect. So we have all of the data or users that I initially showed in this database. Alright, so I'm going to use API docs. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I did a little trick here. This is to display the landing page for the program. So I'm just gonna click that and be sure it works. Perfect. So responses, what code did we get? We get the 200 code showing that it was successful. And here we have the CSE341 project 2 with 3 CRUD API. Yeah, exactly what we had in the landing page. And yeah, we see that this response is okay. I'm going to do the get request, and I'm going to execute. Yeah, we also see a response code of 200, and we see that all of this works. So I'm going to be doing something while updating the profile, just to show how the response code of 500 also works. So in the rule, I kind of made use of enum, which actually allows, how do I explain this? One can only enter a certain response for this to work. If I try, okay, let me try executing this and then we're going to see what happens. Yep. So now we see that this is not successful. Bad request 400. Alright, and that was something I did. Yeah. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Get our user. Let me go to the crate. Yeah. So we see this is a response of 400, showing that it is a bad request, not 500 actually, because I used 400 here. And yeah, I did the same thing with update, but with the rest of the program, delete, get request. Yeah, we can see that the status will be 500 if it is not successful. Yeah, I did that just to differentiate what is happening. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here, and now I'm gonna hit the right thing. So it can either be user or admin. Yeah, this is because of the week 4 assignment that I'm already working on. So let's just be sure to do that. So I'm going to execute, and then we're going to see that we have a response of 201. Then when we come down to 1 saying created all based on what I have done. So the response here should be 201 when it is successful, different from the response that happens here 200. So it's just something of just a little trick that I did to differentiate this thing. So it's not a big deal. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the database to confirm that this actually works. Yeah, we see that it is now 1 out of 7. So yeah, it worked. So I'm gonna copy this ID. I'm gonna be using it for the rest of the testing. So let's get user by ID. We're gonna try this out. So I'm still gonna be using the same ID that I just created, just so as to test this. Yeah, we see that we have everything, and the response time is response code is 200. Yeah, so let's update this. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna put this same ID, and now I'm gonna change this to admin, right? And I'm gonna execute. Yeah, get the response of 200, not 201, 200. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. So we see response 200 when it's a successful for update user. Yeah. So oh, sorry. Yeah. 200 for update user when it's just yeah. So it's something that a little trick that I did there. So now we're gonna delete. Oh, sorry. Before deleting, let's refresh this to see if it worked. Yeah, perfect. So we see that it has been changed to admin, and now we're gonna go back and try the last one. Okay, try it. Put this code, execute. Perfect. Response 200. So it's okay. Message user deleted. So we're gonna go back here. I'm gonna refresh, and boom, we see it is gone. So that's pretty much of what I've done in week 3 and what is expected. Thank you very much for